This is just one of the videos circulating on social media. China Labour Watch, a rights group, has been collecting footage of workers fleeing the world's largest iPhone factory in China's central province of Henan. In this one, they come up against a wall of officials in hazard suits. The facility is run by Taiwanese tech manufacturing company Foxconn. Earlier this week, workers left en masse as news of a COVID outbreak surfaced. But it's believed many are still inside, now stuck under a snap 7-day citywide lockdown imposed on Wednesday.
It's really a lot of chaos going on, both at the quarantine sites and in the factory.
Around 200,000 people worked at the factory complex. For many, it was also where they lived. China Labour Watch has been collecting information from labourers inside the facility and from some who have managed to get out. A researcher spoke to TaiwanPlus asking to remain anonymous.
There are many workers who were sent to some quarantine sites for quarantine, and these workers could not get enough medical treatment and, in the beginning, even food.
Foxconn is trying to keep up production with the workers that remain, even offering bonuses and other incentives. The company says its Zhengzhou plant is operating under a closed-loop system to limit contact with the outside world.
Because Zhengzhou Foxconn wants to maintain the production, so the priority of the factory is given to really keep the workers at the production line without, giving enough resources.
Foxconn did not give an on-the-record comment in response to the China Labour Watch report. Since the pandemic began, local authorities have been imposing frequent lockdowns in line with China's COVID-0 policy, often at the expense of the country's economy.
In the coming weeks, we're going to see, for sure, a serious disruption of the supplies on some of the primary products commissioned by the Apple computer company.
Experts say it's a stark warning for companies around the world which rely on Chinese manufacturers, many of which have already been affected by COVID-0 disruptions.
But the key is really how quickly can Foxconn and the Apple computer work together to move the capacity outside China and to start supplying or replacing the capacity that's been put in COVID restrictions in China elsewhere, including Vietnam and India.
Foxconn is now looking to boost production in other parts of China to make up the shortfall from the COVID-hit Zhengzhou factory. It accounted for 70% of its iPhone production. But ultimately, it is the workers at the complex and those across the country that are paying the highest price for the country's COVID-0 goal. Glauert for TaiwanPlus.